felt honored when I was asked to give this speech for today's dedication. However, it didn't take long for nervousness to set in. As a musician and poet, I performed in front of thousands, and I can't ever recall being nervous. Yet, while I was writing the speech for today's event, I was left unable to focus on a suitable topic. See, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a phenomenal man, speaker, and leader. And I didn't want to let him down by writing a speech that wasn't inspired. I didn't want to write a speech that was not impactful. After all, that's the legacy Dr. King left behind. A legacy that impacted and inspired a nation. Dr. King didn't simply march, protest, and speak. He marched to progress forward. He protested to create change, and he spoke to inspire others. So creating a speech to represent him was beyond important to me. I even took to social media, asking two questions. The first was, what do you think about when you hear the name Martin Luther King Jr.? Comment after comment, reply after reply, all shared a common theme and an equal amount of passion behind it. Everyone spoke about Dr. King's dream for equality, about his unwavering dedication to change, and they expressed their gratitude for the many sacrifices he made in order to turn that dream into a reality. That led me to my second question. Do you think Dr. King's dream has fully matured into fruition? Once again, every response was harmonious and thought and gave a resounding no. Everyone spoke of the great strides Dr. King's effort has produced, and every single comment was spoken of conflict, sadness, discontent, and today's people repeatedly gave example after example of the lack of unity and love shown to one another. They spoke about the younger generation's blatant disregard for human life and their rapidly decreasing level of respect for self and others. This conversation made me step back, look at myself and my community in an effort to discover what was so different. What had changed from the time when Dr. King gave his inspirational I Have a Dream speech to now? What had stolen our desire to be great and hijacked our resilient nature when faced with adversity? As I researched Dr. King, I read about his fight for justice, his ability to lead, and about his confidence in the opportunity to create change in a non-violent manner. I learned that he began college at the age of 15 and read all about his strides he helped all the strides he helped make in the areas of voting and civil rights. I also read about how many people he inspired, and that made me wonder, with all the people Dr. King inspired, who inspired him? Research says that Dr. King began college with the idea of studying medicine and law. He actually had no desire to become a preacher and had no previous known intent to become an activist or a civil rights leader. That wasn't until he enrolled in Morehouse College and met the school's president, Dr. Benjamin Mays. Dr. Mays was an outspoken advocate for racial equality, who studied the nonviolent teachings of Gandhi, pushed for his students and faculty to obtain doctorate degrees, studied sociology, and was an ordained Baptist minister. As his mentor, Dr. Mays inspired a young Martin Luther King Jr. to pursue many of the same avenues he himself had taken. Under his mentorship, Martin Luther King Jr. obtained a degree in sociology, studied Gandhi's nonviolent approach, received his doctorate degree, and was a Baptist minister. He also became an outspoken advocate for racial equality. Dr. King later described Dr. Mays as one of the greatest influences in his life. It's fair to say that without Dr. Mays, Martin Luther King Jr. may have accomplished his first dream of becoming a doctor or a lawyer. But Dr. Mays and his mentorship gave Dr. King the inspiration to have an even greater dream. See, that was my aha moment. That was when I realized what I believe can circumvent the destructive nature of hopelessness. It's mentorship. I believe it's easy to join a gang. It's easy to riot against a perceived injustice, to make prison sentences and educational failures acceptable. It's easy to allow your spirit to die when you have no hope and no hope of ever having hope. I believe it's easy to succumb to economical and spiritual poverty when you don't have anyone to show you a better way. I believe our youth, our nation, our future is doomed as long as the blessed decide to not give back to the oppressed. And unlike the days of the Montgomery bus boycott, unlike the days of Selma, unlike the days of sit-downs and sit-ins, oppression is no longer rooted in race. It is rooted in a mentality of unworthiness, a fear of failure that leaves our future doctors, lawyers, firefighters, police officers, and mayors deprived from the attempt of success and buried in the potential to have been successful. We as mentors have the ability to inspire our youth, and we have the ability to effectively create change in their thought process and change their ability to dream. The Professional Black Firefighters Association has a motto. That motto is, we unite today for a better tomorrow. So I'm asking everyone here today to unite with us and become a mentor. I'm asking you to inspire the next Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. In fact, I am challenging you to be a father or a mother to someone other than your own child. I challenge you to invest in our future, and I guarantee we will see Dr. King's dream materialize, creating an environment of true freedom. As I close, I leave you with a quote from Dr. King. The ultimate test of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and moments of convenience, but where he stands in moments of challenge and moments of controversy. I would like everyone here to know that you don't have to be a pastor or a community leader to make change. You don't even have to be mistake-free. If you used to be a gang member, if you used to be an inmate, if you used to be hopeless, but now you have hope, now you have a desire to be better, you can make a difference. Amen. If you're one step ahead, then you have the ability to help anyone one step behind you. So again, please unite with us today for a better tomorrow.
Amen. Amen.